frequently it's very helpful when we're pulling our thoughts together to not take in too much visual information, because that is something that then needs some attention in a place that's calm, it's kind of secure. Everybody here is quiet. That was sort of the agreement. Come here, we all are quiet. We quiet ourselves. Calm down. I am engaged in a feedback process. Parroting is about feedback. And parroting at its most basic is something that we've always done. And the people who have done it most thoroughly and integrated it into their moment-to-moment thought process are people who are capable of doing the most they can with their capacity. And usually our capacity is much more than we are taught to think it is, or for which we have the skills. We are not frequently taught the skills of accessing our full neurological capabilities. But he was a man who was over the top of barriers. He made a practice of saying, there's a barrier, a neurological barrier here, some sort of thought process that when the energies of this thought process come along, this thought process kind of somehow gets engaged and goes, oh, I don't like that thing right there. Ooh, 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 ooh. That thing, that reminds me of the time I was molested. Or it just reminds me of the time that bully just kept after me. Something about that. And the way our neurological system works, that something can be smell, it can be body language, it could be the shape of a nose. And what about somebody who's truly got some kind of serious mental illness? People have been truly scared by people with mental illness who are people who are not evil people, whose behaviors were not meant to scare. I know this very firsthand because I have been considered mentally ill by authorities. And then I began to realize, hey, most people think that some guy who's dancing in the street is Kobaga. And I finally said, that's fine. You don't have to like me. Actually, if you think I'm Kababa, you might eat. Well, what a lot of people do is, the guy at Koba, let me ignore. Oh yeah, I've got a great little snippet. So I'm sitting in this restaurant waiting for my breakfast at the Big Bear Diner in Vallejo, where Six Flags is. And I'm noticing this shaft of light. I don't know, is this God talking to me? I hope not, because I had things I was going to say myself. Oh, but I didn't turn it on. And so now I go into political ranting and raving, explaining about the things go into holes, and the truth gets spuggled, but then you got to be careful, and then this, and I don't know. What in the world am I talking about? It's there. We could go and listen someday. If somebody wants me to release the slow version, you can. But since I'm being open about politics, this is not going to be available to most people. Only people who are respectful and respect my right to think the way I think, and who are not going to go and get some organization or lawyers or judges or politicians or TV stations or newspapers or anything else to back me up in making sure that people don't think a certain way. Okay. Now that's the predecessor of GTD, which is getting too detailed, which is what I use most of the time now. But that moves me into thinking about old Dr. Evil and his talk with Scott. And so now I had no idea that what was going on was going on. Look at this, what this woman does. She comes out, she sees what I'm doing into my computer. I'm saying it's time to stop. Watch this behavior. This is very interesting behavior. She doesn't decide to take a second look. She's not looking at me, but she's making her. Well, need I say more? Need I say more? So kind of funny, huh?